All right, we are into Champion Select. Sorry about the delay, guys. I thought everyone was ready, but we had a player missing, so... Looks like Yasso and Lissandra banned out again.
Yeah, they don't really like those champions, but if they're banned, then these games are even more exciting than ever. Lissandra does make the game a little bit boring by just locking people up, but yes, now Vayne gets banned here. Targeted ban now.
Definitely worth banning that Vayne.
They left
After
her alone.
losing the laning phase quite handily, coming out two kills down and losing the tower, and being about 30 CS behind, was able to just position correctly and just use to the comp's strengths and just played the hell out of that game. So very smart ban.
Definitely, those last team fights for Vayne to scale, it was a bit unfortunate that Zed wasn't targeting her when she was behind, and she was able to come back very strongly. A bit of a questionable decision-making there by Zed's part, but we got Brom banned once again. I'm very sad.
Nobody wants to see the mustache tonight. What's going on?
No one wants to see him in the jungle doing his thing, so he looks very scary when he's doing it.
No one wants to be caught between a rock and a hard place, so Malphite.
And Elise, top-tier jungler, gets picked by...
Yeah,
Lucy.
It's interesting. That means Alistair has been left up and was not first pick for the first time tonight. Looks like, at least I do agree with the pick, absolutely.
And there you go. The cow gets locked in with the Lucian. Very strong comp.
I doubt we're going to see anything apart from first rotation Alistair picks tonight, assuming he gets through the ban phase in game 4.
So now they know what bot team synergy is. They'll be able to counter-pick it very well.
Oh, look at that. Nah, some very decisive picks there. Just,
so,
we want nah. Click, lock. That's what we want to see.
So Nas in a very iffy place at the moment. Not played as much anymore because the meta has shifted into Fiora, Irelia top lane, and Nas become a little bit irrelevant. But Nas is a really good pick against Alistair, able to be able to keep him out of team fights a little bit.
Nah does have a lot of teleport potential. I probably wouldn't put it up there with Malphite, but still, with Malphite being taken out, maybe they're hoping to opt for a good laning phase.
Exactly, so now we'll have to be able to time his rage meter very well to make sure these team fights go smoothly. And Fresh gets locked in, the Fresh Prince, able to make things happen. Hopefully we see some Mad Life plays and able to make those things happen.
That's what we want to see. So we've got a lot of pick opportunities coming from both Elise's Cocoon and Thresh Death Sentence.
Oh, yeah, Rek'Sai. Yeah, Rek'Sai.
There she is. That's the one you've been waiting for all night.
A lot of people underestimate her damage at level 3. Not as strong as Elise, but if you leave her alone, she's really strong.
Looks like they are going to go for that Maokai. They haven't locked it in yet, so they do have the opportunity to change.
They're really thinking about this tanky front line. Alistair, Maokai, and Rek'Sai. They're all very good pure tank champions.
Absolutely. That does leave them a lot of options available for their mid laner. They'll give them counter pick opportunities, which is going to be fantastic. And especially considering Zed has not been banned as well.
Yeah, exactly. So Zed hasn't been banned. Maybe Talon will make a comeback, but they're going to go back to this Wukong. It seemed to have paid off in the last game, and he was able to get behind those backlines.
Hard to argue with results. So Wukong and Rek'Sai have both been locked in. That's 3 knockups coming from 3 different champions.
Yeah, and I see why Yasuo is banned now, because it goes really well with their team synergy, and it's probably their main champion's comp, by the way.
Yeah, well, we have seen some absolutely devastating Yasuo games come with exactly those combinations in the past. So with Alistair being as strong as he is right now, you do not want to add to that problem.
Yeah, exactly. So Ezreal, probably the second strongest AD carry at the moment, but played in the mid lane. Blue Ezreal's really good. Ahri gets locked in. I'm happy with an Ahri pick.
Very charming champion, entering the room for the first time tonight.
One mid lane champion that can actually turn a fight around if used correctly. And Ezreal, being hovered here, has to farm a little bit on the tier, get that items going, and as soon as he gets up there, I feel that purple team's going to have a bit of trouble engaging, because Ahri can get out, Ezreal can get out, Nah can get out, Elise can get out, and Thresh can peel very well. So blue team has a very good composition, I reckon.
Yeah, so we're going to... You want to expect someone who's got a bit of CC coming out here? No, we might just see another Fizz.
Yeah, another Fizz. If the fish lands, something's going to happen. So
well, that's all that it took last game. Throw down that giant shark and
because Ahri
clean up the winnings.
Yeah, Ahri has a very low level health per level every time she levels up. She's very vulnerable to Fizz's kit in terms of damage, because Fizz can pretty much solo kill her 100 to 0 with ultimate Q, W, E, etc. So Ari will have to ask for a bit of jungle help. Elise is the perfect example. So Fizz has to be a little bit careful in the lane phase and hit level 6 safely, or else he's just going to feed lane.
I almost want to see a Karthus here instead. Just with the huge front line and the Ari pickup, I think there's a bit of potential there.
And
I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm surprised Karthus is not picked as much anymore. Abyssal Scepter got buffed, and Rod of Ages got buffed. And those are the perfect items for Karthus.
That's it.
And if people are in his Deathfile trap, they're going to take bonus damage. So
yeah, and with this huge front line of Rek'Sai, Alistair, Wukong, it's just right for him to walk in and he'll have all the protection he could possibly want.
And it doesn't matter if he dies, because if they engage on him, they're going to take damage after it. So, yeah, I'm now definitely keen to see a Karthus game, but the comps are locked in here, and blue team's got a decisive comp, purple team's got a decisive comp. So it's definitely going to be up to Ari to make the plays here.
Now, we're about to get into the 3-minute delay. Scrub Phoenix, were you you were waiting for this moment, I believe? Where is he gone?
Maybe he went to the toilet. I didn't see him.
Oh, there he is. Everyone just kind of point at Scrub Phoenix. Just he's right there. Just point.
He's doing another giveaway.
Hello everyone. Come on, Timo. Come on down here. Who likes Timo?
I love Timo.
I got a bit of a mixed reaction there. All right, guys, tickets out. Get your tickets out. You would have got a ticket, or if you've bought a ticket from Kira, you have a chance. So, giving away another $10 voucher, $10 riot points. $10 riot points. Okay, it's a purple ticket. 24. Oh, you had me going. 24. 24. Going once. Whoa, I lost the ticket. What the? Going once. Going twice. All right, put it back in.
Redraw.
I should just throw it away, but he might be around somewhere.
I love that the hat is casting a silhouette on the screen. That's great.
We have 66 or 99? 66! Get your kicks.
Oh, I think we have a winner. Coming out down the middle.
Awesome. Thank you.
Just checking the filing system.
Gotta go down on one knee. Thank you very much, sir. It is a great honor that I give you $10 of riot points. All right, thank you very much, guys. I'm off. I just had to do that. All right, cool.
Thank you, Scrub Phoenix, and thank you, Timo.
Use those riot points wisely. A lot of good skins are coming out, so wait and see what happens.
Still got a couple of seconds before we get into this game, so in terms of composition, I really think the pick potential coming out of Team Destiny is extremely strong.
Yes.
Charm, Cocoon, Death Sentence. We've got any sort of follow-up that you could possibly want from Ezreal. And we've got just a massive tanky front line coming in now. I mean, he can really play in either of his forms to this composition. So a lot of strengths, whereas Nando's very much all in. We've got someone, keep him in spot. We've got all the CC for days. We've got tons of burst damage. We've got armor shred. We've got it all. So
yeah, exactly. So both comps are very respective in their own rights, and I'm excited to see this Ari and see what she can do. mine loaded. Yours loaded. Oh, there we go. Very quick. Good.
Okay, we are on to the Rift. Game 3, NT eSports. The grand final.
So,
The gates are open.
blue team have a lot of potential to invade, and red team realize that, and they pause the game.
Oh, had someone left the game. It's a bit early for a rage quit. I don't think we're quite at that
A little
point,
bit.
so.
Like, you got Ari, Taunt, Elise, Snare, Thresh, Death Sentence, pretty much first blood if they don't do it right. So, I don't know what this pause is for. Maybe it's a mouse malfunction or something like that.
Well, from the looks of it, I think it was Ari got disconnected for a moment, so we just
Oh.
won't be out of the game long. They'll be back in pretty soon.
There we go.
We've got a reconnection. Only took 19 seconds. I'm going to say our technical difficulties have been quite minimal tonight compared
it's
to
good.
some of the ones we had
And
previously.
considering
so.
it's ADSL, I'm quite amazed, actually.
Nah. Here we go. Back onto the Rift after that short pause. Looks like Nando's eSports are going to be making a beeline for their jungle area. Looks like they're going to be covering.
They really, blue team, they're going to ward defensively by the looks of it. They're all spread out quite evenly.
Oh, there was an opportunity there.
Oh, that was free goal.
Elise just kind of walking up to them and placing down that ward, but
So they got
three of them in
wards.
that bush.
They got wards all across the map, and they really want to protect the Elise jungle very early so she can hit level 3 safely.
Oh, there's a bit of an assist me ping coming out in the top lane here by Team Destiny. So they're wanting to start with the Gromp there.
So the main difference here is everyone has their normal summoners except for bot lane. Thresh decided to go Ignite, which paid off last game when he was his other champion. And Alistair went for Exhaust. So I'm assuming the Exhaust is just to pick people off because their pick composition is not that great while the other team's pick composition is really good. So they're going to have standard starts here by the looks of it. But blue side start for Elise. So
Yeah, well, it looks like they're actually the lane swap situation. They don't want to go into that very aggressive Wukong lane that they had before.
yeah, they swap lanes. They actually swap lanes, so it's
Yeah.
really good. Wukong's going to have a tough time.
Sorry?
Wukong's definitely going to have a tough time in this top
Yeah,
lane.
not known for his skill in 2v1 situations. He can last hit under tower fine, but he does not have any inbuilt sustain into his kit. He's going to be on the back foot a lot in this 2v1 matchup.
Exactly. So Wukong testing his, he might get picked up.
Already
here for first
taking a
blood.
ton of damage.
Why is he so
darts
close?
down, flashes
Don't
down,
flash for it.
counter flash,
First blood.
First blood.
What was Wukong thinking? Did he not see Thresh have the Ignite? Why did he walk up to them and say, hey, what's up?
That
And he
is
get
going to
paid
be
for it?
devastating. He's burned his flash already. He's going to have to burn his teleport to get back.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wait, no, they've frozen the lane, so he's able to walk back, but he's still going to be in a very precarious position when he gets
That
back to
is
lane.
an amazing start. If he goes blue Ezreal build, he'll get there really quickly.
Yeah, well, with First Blood, you can pick up an early tier or whatever you want on your first buy, really.
Exactly. So they're gonna
Ezreal's itemization is always nicely staggered, so that
Exactly.
you can just get little tiny bunks of power up every time you go back to shop, and First Blood on Ezreal is devastating.
So Wukong here needs to hit level 2 just for a bit of safety reasons. And able to farm safely under this tower. You can see Wukong only 1 CS.
Rek'Sai and
And,
Elise had a little bit of a stare
Oh,
off
he
in the
decided, he
jungle.
took a tower hit. This might be a first blood for Fizz.
Forced the flash,
He
counter
thought
flash,
that's
the
a first
Ignite's
blood.
down. And poor Rek'Sai, he just wanted
And
an assist.
Ari's health per level is really low, and she took a tower hit and took 180 damage after that hit, and Fizz was able to get first blood easily.
Yeah, well, that's going to mean huge things for this mid lane, because Fizz is definitely one of those champions that can take one kill and roll with it. So we've got, looks like we're probably going to have another very high kill game based on these first 2 kills.
So Elise here, not able to do much. She should have just been farming the whole time. It seems like these solo lanes are really good, and Ezreal's a very safe pick. Thresh is a very safe pick. They're able to really stay off Rek'Sai and his builds. And
Oh
he
wow,
might
they're going to
actually
get a
picked
huge
up
amount
again.
of damage down there.
And
Looks like they're going to try and get Rek'Sai to counter
Oh, he
with that
gets
damage.
death
The death
sentence.
sentence is hit. Ezreal.
Oh, this is too good to be true, and Ezreal runs out of mana.
Wow. What's really bad about that is Rek'Sai came up to relieve some of the pressure on this Wukong, not able to do it at all. But worse, he's going to waste a lot of the time that he had on those double buffs that he needs. She needs for the wave clear in the jungle. So that's going to be pretty devastating for Rek'Sai.
Yeah, exactly. And Rek'Sai right now forced to be put back here, and Lisa's able to catch up, but she's just sitting in the mid lane while Ari's pushing turret, so she just wasted all that advantage time to farm out those camps. And Nah here just testing the waters here, able to get good damage on Alistair. But
some very nice kiting there coming out of that. Nah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, able to keep Alistair at bay, which is not something a lot of champions can do.
All
the death sentence hits under Wukong. It's going to be a small trade.
And he's like, I leveled up Deceive to save my life.
Yes.
So really works out there. Nah, able to hit that Rage Blade. Lucian decides to prioritize farming at the moment, and Cow's just taking a bit of damage for free.
How much damage Wukong is able to get out with just a cloth armor?
Yeah, it's really difficult. Like, I'm surprised Wukong is able to farm 11 CS at this point, and Nah, 19-ish, you know, double the CS kind of, but Wukong's actually doing a decent job actually trying to
he's only just recently caught up with that. He was about 7 a few seconds ago, so he's almost doubled his farm whilst the two people have been not playing pressure.
Oh, that health per level is really low. Misses the charm, and Fizz is like, hey, I can just trickster out and you can take free damage all day.
Ari has no potions, her ward's down. All she has is 2 Doran's rings. She's not going to be able to regen much health here.
Fizz is waiting. He must be really close to level 6. That is the only reason he's hanging around.
Just waiting for that to tick over, and then that's one dead Ari.
Thresh realizes this, and he's going to go over a pink ward, and it's going to get cleared, and Fizz is able to back off there. Rek'Sai's looking for an invade here. Oh, a bit of a flash here.
Headbutts the Gnar back in.
Oh, Gnar might be able to get out,
them.
and he gets
They're
out
not
nicely.
They're not going to be able to tower dive this. The minion wave just didn't have enough momentum.
Ooh, Rek'Sai's hanging around.
Hungry. He's put down the ward. He's going to cancel that.
And there it is, the flash knock-up, just to be safe. I don't think the flash was needed, but just to keep him in one spot to get Lucian that kill. So Lucian didn't get the kill. Rek'Sai picked it up, unfortunately. But now we have 8.6k to 9.2k, and the action has seen down just a little bit. And they're just going to wait till level 6.
I don't think that's going to be true for long, as Elise and Rek'Sai meet each other in the jungle.
They're thinking about it. Elise is like, he has red buff. I don't know if I want to do it.
Ari's roaming down. Artua's going to have to take this tunnel. No, he misses the tunnel. He makes a new one. He tries to get out of there. Walder the Lime's roaming up, forcing him out of there. He's going to walk past the dragon, possibly get some vision while he's in the area. No, he's just
exactly.
Just
Fizz decided to walk top a little bit and wasted a bit of time. He had a lot of kill potential on Ari, but now Ari's able to hit level 6 hopefully after this wave. She doesn't have flash, so she's pretty much a dead Ari if she sticks around.
Yeah, that is a crucial mistake by Fizz.
Oh, Fizz goes in, he lands it. Ari is a dead Fizz.
The charm hits to cancel out a lot of that follow-up.
Oh no!
Turning it back, forcing a defensive troll pole. Oh, the cocoon coming from over the wall just misses. If that hit, the ignite is down, the ultimate is up.
Rek'Sai goes in.
She's going to get a kill here.
Rek'Sai gets it.
Sigma gets the kill. She wins that 1v1.
This might be a double kill. This is very...
Oh, the cocoon at close range.
And he picks up... Oh, I killed it, Elise.
The crowd is going wild as Team Destiny turn this around. They're going to get this top tower from the looks of it.
Like, Ari hits 6. Hitting that minion, Fizz reacts too late. Fizz, why did he go to the top lane and waste one wave? He could have killed Ari earlier, but allowed Ari to get that XP.
That was the moment for his power spike. When he hit 6 and she had not, that was the time to go aggressive. But he left the lane, came back. He hit the ultimate, but the timing was just slightly off, and it turned around, and Ari was able to get back into this game.
Honestly, he should have seen that taunt coming and actually jump over it, but he decided not to, and it cost him his life.
Oh, I gotta say, this Gnar has Alistair's number. Just every single skill shot he throws out hits the big cow. He's able to get back a lot of health every time he goes Mega, and of course you can't tower dive a Mega Gnar.
Yeah, Alistair forced to buy those potions just a bit too much, just to sustain that Gnar just a little bit.
There are a lot of members of Nando's
Fizz and
eSports
Rek'Sai
rotating
are
down to this
pinging
bottom area.
red buff on Elise. They're going to go for a 4-man dive. I'm pretty sure blue team have vision here. And
the pulverized cooldown
we
is
have
down.
Elise coming behind from
Rek'Sai
Fizz.
and Fizz are here.
He goes for the ultimate.
He's going to go Mega. He's going to ult one of them into the wall. He's going to flash out. He's going to land with the double kill. He landed in the fish. The ultimate from Ezreal coming down. The
Another kill
rotation's
goes
not
to
going to be
Rex,
there enough.
and
Ezreal just trying to poke them off, but that's 1v4.
Exactly. They knew they were there, but they just reacted too late. And Ari's going to think about getting that kill. He gets a kill on Alistair. I don't know.
Ari somehow managed to pick up that kill.
This is a chance.
Ari's still... Ultimate is down.
Ari's down to no mana. This taunt has to hit.
Oh, the death sentence! The death sentence hits! Legas takes him down! It's going to be a turnaround!
Rek'Sai might die here. Double kill.
The crowd is going wild! What an amazing turnaround!
So, we have a mad life in the building. I'm very excited to see it. We haven't seen this in ages. Oh, he decides to take his chances. He might actually get picked up here. He's waiting for... Oh, he gets picked up.
1v1. It's going to move into this dragon. Beautiful transition.
Now, this is
Double
the time.
buff onto Ezreal.
This is the time where Red Team has to regather. They just gave all the kills to Ezreal, and now he's really far ahead.
He's got a Manamune 4-0-2 at 10 minutes.
Like, that is the most amazing start for any Ezreal ever.
Huge plays. This is the hype that Scrub Phoenix is always talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
Alistair decided
Massive
to think about
game coming out. Destiny are on fire in this game. And remember the health safety warning. If there is a fire, the exits, you know where they all are. Fantastic.
So, yeah, the fights and the game toppled very quickly in the last 2 minutes. And
That was definitely a very, very high kill ratio in that 2-minute time.
So, yeah, I'd like to talk about Ari's build. Abyssal Scepter, very safe defensive build, able to do the damage that's needed. Fizz opted to go Morella Mollicons first, and it's a very questionable build path if you go that first. It gives you a lot of versatility, yes, but it doesn't give you... He doesn't have boots, and he's not able to do anything. Ari can get in, get out very quickly, and Ari is able to survive Fizz a lot more. And Fizz will not be able to trade with Ari anymore.
Yeah, so item-wise, you're definitely going to give it to Team Destiny at this point. It's going to be very much an uphill struggle for Nando's eSports to pull that back. They're, almost 3K? No, 2K gold lead at this point. Oh, wow, they're getting the Roof Scuttler. They're moving on. No, not the Roof. Riftail, thank you. Mentally blank there.
Oh, they're deciding they really want to shut down this Ezreal.
Yeah,
but,
they're going to take this bottom tower. Ace goes very low. He's going to have to change into Spider form to get some health back.
Ari's going to pick up this just in case Fizz can turn around the 1v1. So Ari's going to be in a very safe spot in the next few minutes. They're trying to pick up
the bot lane. Some beautiful...
Fresh picks up Alistair. They decide not to... Oh, he goes for the
Flash pulverize. Teleport coming in. We've got no chance of a Mega Knight here. Wukong counter-teleporting in. They're going to have a 4-man push. Ari and Fizz are both rotating to the bot lane. Elise is coming in. It will be...
Ari!
Oh, Ari's been called out. She's got the magic resistance. It's going to be a positioning fight.
Fizz!
One kill goes... down there, Fizz
she had that survivability, but Fizz really strong at the moment.
And Wukong able to get
on
there.
Another kill,
just
3 kills.
Getting torn apart here. Nando's eSports making some big moves.
A real early ace for Red Team.
Oh, it looks like they're going to take down the Rek'Sai with that last tick.
There we go.
It's going to be 4 men pushing against an Ezreal. Oh, the damage from this Ezreal's ultimate.
This is a very...
It's insane. You know he wants a quadra kill right now. 1v4 MVP for sure.
Ezreal's thinking about it. What can he do? Oh, he might pick up Alistair here for free.
Yes.
Why do people want to hang around near towers?
Yeah,
it's a very big problem in solo queue.
Well, a few seconds before that, it was a 4v1 situation with a minion wave.
They really
wanted that Ezreal ult changed everything.
I think just the urge to get that goal from Ezreal, but he's able to get out safely, and Alistair took 2 tower hits and went down. And
I gotta say, this Ezreal play has been spectacular.
Now Fizz is able to pick up his boots and more damage, so Ari will have to build a bit more defensively. She really needs to pick up boots here. Even though she does have her ultimate, her movement speed is 50 points less than Fizz's. So Fizz is able to keep up with it even though she has her ultimate.
Yeah, it's really hard for her to take the initiative with that reduced move speed. So, and that's exactly what Ari needs to do. She really needs to be the one laying down that charm.
Exactly. And in terms of CS discrepancies, the gold lead is only very minimal, but that's just because the fights have been so intense. And right now, I think the only clear advantage in CS goes to Ari at this point. Just because the early lane phase was a bit
The death sentence hit there, but we're going to see this skirmish here.
Nah, it's not tanked.
Rek'Sai taking
Rek'Sai,
Nah.
ooh.
Oh, Peter Morris coming in clear
Rek'Sai's
KS.
like damage, you know, but man, that was crazy. He just used all his kit and 80% of his health was gone.
And even though they came out down that, they feel they can apply pressure in the mid lane.
Oh, he goes for
another
a death
sentence hits.
He's just testing and flexing his mad life skills
Israel
there.
ult goes straight down the middle. It's going to clip every single minion there. They're probably going to lose this top tower. They're able to pump out a ton of damage, these two.
Exactly. So they're going to pick up a good amount of gold there, and I really like this Rek'Sai build. It gives him a bit of tankiness, but also allows him to 1v1 any jungler. That's why he's very favored in the LCS at the moment, just because of his kit, and he's able to have that nice knock-up to make team fights really really good for his team.
Yeah, the gold level was exactly the same before that tower fell. And so it's 2-to-1 towers, so literally that one tower is the only difference in gold when it
Exactly. And
in this game.
Ezreal has picked up his main 2 items, and now he's going to be really hard to lock down. And as soon as he levels that up properly, it's going to be really hard to kill him.
You did say Ezreal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you said Lucian.
I said Lucian,
I'm like,
Ezreal.
Yeah, okay. It's like Essence Reaper and Torrance play. Beautiful cocoon
This is
out
a
of Meta
crazy
safety.
team fight.
She's right in the front. She gets the
shut down
shutdown.
there.
She's going to stay alive during this.
Picks
A
up
double
the
kill. Ari is going to turn around and get 2 kills.
Wukong
Back.
goes in.
Shut
What is
down
he
on
doing?
Ari.
He can't
Looks like
do
the
anything.
Essence Reaper is going to slow
Ezreal
this
is slowing
Wukong.
him.
Going to get another kill.
We have a
Shut
fight
down
for
though.
one.
Going to Nah. They're definitely going to get this mid tower. Destiny taking back the gold lead and then some. Getting another tower. They're going to be able to get complete vision control.
Exactly. A very sloppy team fight by Red Team. They decided to stay under the tower even though it was really low. And when Thresh hits a death sentence, Alistair couldn't activate his ultimate. Ari landed the charm. He was insta-killed, made it a 4v5, and they still decided to fight. Rek'Sai wants to try and get a kill here.
Off that fight.
And this is the
Incredible.
power of Blue Ezreal. He is carrying this game at the moment.
5-0-7 in a 15-kill game. It is very hard to argue with those
Exactly, and no one can get to him. The blue build is really effective, and the red team is really struggling to get to him in these team fights.
Yeah, well, you saw Wukong. He had his ultimate going. He was knocking up everybody which way, but Ezreal was able to just use his teleports and the Iceborne Gauntlet procs to just keep him at bay. He couldn't touch anyone.
Oh,
and
he's
that's really what
really
swung
thinking
that
about
fight.
a death sentence lands on
Another
Rek'Sai.
death sentence. Huge amount of damage. It's a 3v2
Rek'Sai's
though.
able to get out. Thresh might pay for it. No,
Oh,
Thresh
the
gets out.
Ezreal
Let's get him his
just
team.
misses the clips of that fight, bouncing in. Waldo the Lion.
Alistair, why did you go back in? I know you want to knock him around, but you can't.
Elise is about to just fang you to death. Oh, wow. Is actually going to make it out of there alive.
Elise might land it. No, she
no,
misses.
the cocoon misses. Now is the time to fall
Wukong
back.
protects
Do
you,
not go in,
Alistair.
Elise. This is a bad maneuver.
Oh, no.
That
Turn around,
Wukong is
turn
going
around.
to tear you apart.
Oh, no.
Sigma's going to
misses
pick
the
off this
taunt.
Fizz, though.
But no matter on Fizz.
It's going to be a double kill.
Oh, my
here.
God.
Oh!
Oh, no. He tried
They're
to go.
so hungry
he
for
picks
these
up the power.
kills. They get the Alistair, but
I
expense of the
thought
top
he was
laner.
going to do a Fizz Bjergsen play, but just that short.
Oh, the flashing
short.
gauge there,
And
but it's not
he's
going
able
to
to
do
get
anything
out.
to
He
this
can't
blue
even knock him
Ezreal.
up,
Such
and that's
amazing kite potential.
He has to
Ezreal's
get out. This might be
Iceborne
a
Gauntlet.
shutdown. He may be Blue Ezreal, but you still have cooldown reduction. But very good trades there, and red team able to pick up an extra kill out of all that action. And
Oh, Elise, you got to fall back out of there. You're just too low. You're just too low.
I know you want
what
CS,
Fizz
but
exists in this game. You cannot be out in the rift with that level of health.
after all that, such a crazy game. But Lucian's able to get back in the game now. He picked up a double kill in that last team fight, so he's able to pick up his cooldown reduction boots, and he's able to keep up with Ezreal just a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be going for. He's obviously going for a Zeal with those 2 item pickups there, so he's still a little bit behind the bell curve, whereas Ezreal looking very comfy with that last Whisper.
Very questionable build path by Ezreal. He picked up last Whisper, but the whole enemy team hasn't built armor yet, so he could have really picked up another better item at that point.
He just likes the color blue.
So,
You may have noticed
he's
the crowd
staying
going
around.
crazy for that
Why is
dragon
he
kill.
staying around? He's got no mana.
Oh, the charm hits.
Oh,
the
he
death
gets the
sentence
death
combos. It's going to be just every single CC that
They
Thresh
really
has
have to back
available
out. They
laying
really have to
down to
back
save
out.
that
Oh, the
arrow.
ultimate
Oh,
hits.
the ultimate coming out from Ezreal. The Arcane Barrage always going to follow up there, using the blue trinket very aggressively.
Oh, they really have to
Ooh,
back
that
off
death
here.
sentence. Very dangerous. They're going to be able to get this bottom tower from that for sure.
Exactly.
That
and
that beautiful charm death sentence combination earlier, just getting Rek'Sai completely out of the fight.
I might actually use that for solo queue. Ask my support to pick Thresh so I can pick Ahri all the time.
Yeah,
so.
that's it. Just the complete lockdown possibilities are there. Elise is pushing this wave up. They were kind of hoping, obviously, that Nando's would rotate down and try and defend this tower, but looks like they're smart enough to stay back.
Exactly, so they
Another
have 5
tower
men in the
goes
bot
down.
lane. Fizz is trying to push the mid lane, but this is a very dangerous move. This is a 4v5 under turret,
Fizz
and their main
needs to get
damage
to
is
this
not there.
fight. Fizz needs to get there, and they're going to have complete vision of it, so they can easily cut him off, catch someone out with the death sentence. Oh, the death sentence
Thresh
thrown
decides
down,
to
so that
stay around.
cooldown will be used. So the opportunity to use it on Fizz is going to be less likely. You have to think they have to get out of there now.
Yeah, exactly, and they're playing really safe. Like 20 minutes, 18-12 is still a very high kill game, but they're really picking their fights really well. Unless Thresh lands his death sentence, they will not engage, and if he does, then they pretty much pick up a kill.
Yeah, well, they're doing a good job of keeping Fizz away from this, but coming in from the side, it's kind of what Fizz wants to do. So it's a very risky game they're playing.
Exactly, so Ezreal's not invincible. If Fizz lands his ultimate, he's pretty much going to die. So
Well, they're all bunched
they're
up.
going to really rely on
They're
Fizz
all
to
in
get
a
it.
nice fish-shaped circle right
Exactly. Lucian's taken a bit too much damage in this fight, and
Ooh,
he's down
very,
to half HP. Oh, a bit of a taunt lands.
An inefficient use of that ultimate. That ultimate could have been used to get this entire bottom
then the-
top lane wave off there, but instead...
Yeah, and now I went back. He's like, I want that 20 CS, mate. So he's going to pick that up.
Yeah, that could have easily... They could have easily used the Arcane Barrage to clear that entire minion wave off.
But he
and just
decided
keep
to
up with the
Arcane
poking.
Barrage Lucian, but missed.
Yeah,
But,
just straight up the middle. Why not?
all right, so blue team's a bit of everywhere, and red team knows it, so they're going to pick up this tower for free. They saw the recall, so they're going to pick up this gold and
We'll see how
decrease
free
the
it
gold gap.
is. Looks like Ahri and Elise are coming in. All the getting a little bit of poke on him, so it's definitely going to come out in Nando's eSports favor there.
Exactly, like the gold is even across the board. The only real difference is the six kills pretty much make up for the gold league gap.
Oh
Maybe
no,
it's
been caught recall.
Oh, he gets it. Lucian's dead. Oh, he misses the
It
taunt.
is.
Lucian.
It looks like the box is going to go down and completely neutralize this fighting area. Rek'Sai goes over the top trying to
Exactly.
escape,
Oh,
but
this is
Ahri's already
terrible.
there. Elise is going to be
Down.
able to cocoon
You
him.
have to.
Absolutely no problem
What's he
here.
doing?
The
He does-
bite
he just
comes
gave
down.
up.
Fizz is running for his life. It's support versus AP mid, and quite frankly, he doesn't want to fight this. He's leading
This
them
is
directly
really
to the
bad.
Baron. This
He
is
can-
not a good spot for them to go. Oh,
he
the
gets
death
out.
sentence and cocoon. They can go straight for Baron.
can really
Fizz
do
led
this.
them straight to that opportunity.
They can't do Baron because Ezreal's dead. They don't have enough damage. But Fizz is just going to walk around the other side of the jungle and say, hey, thanks for wasting your time. I'll go out this way. So now they saw Wukong recall. That's why they engaged in that fight straight away. Wukong was not there. It was a bit unfortunate. But
I think if Elise had been with them, they could have started that Baron up, and they
Yeah.
would have had the domination required to stop any sort of counterplay there. Ezreal would have been back in time, would have been able to throw out that ultimate. It would have been fine, but yes, a little bit dangerous there. Looks like the Arcane Barrage going straight down the middle, going to give vision to this entire team. Going to see Wukong recalling, so let's see if they use that information.
yeah, exactly. So I respect Na's build at this point. It's really beneficial to his team. Tankiness and damage, has good initiation. Wukong's build is very like solo queuish. He built Hydra for himself and Merc Treads. That's for his own survivability. So that build's really costing him the game. He's 2-4-2 while Na's 3-5-0, but Na's able to survive more and Wukong's not able to do the damage he needs to do at this
Oh,
point.
Cocoon lands here onto Nerf the Manatee.
So much
They
CC.
chained the death sentence in there. Another flay. Looks like the rest of Nando's eSports are trying to cover. It's another
beautiful,
kill going
absolutely
down
beautiful.
to Destiny. Ace goes going in.
Well,
on this
why do they
Elise.
walk that way?
Oh, throws the
What the heck
cocoon,
is
hits
going on here?
Langers. They're going to be able to 1v1
There's no
the
way Lucian
situation.
can 1v1 this quieter.
She's definitely
Oh
gonna
my
pick him
goodness,
off.
Wukong gets... Oh, he might actually pull
Oh,
it
he
off.
goes in. Very aggressive Wukong, but again, the Iceborne Gauntlet on this Ezreal
This is
doing
crazy.
work. Double kill to
Double
Elise.
kill. Oh,
That-
Fizz, you got
again-
a trickster out.
Oh, that ignites
And the
definitely
ignite
gonna kill
pops,
her.
it's an ace. for blue team.
That is an ace at the
And they're
23-minute
picking the
mark.
Baron.
It's hard to argue with the crowd like that.
Exactly,
That was
and
huge play coming out of Destiny.
All these fans showing the support for Team Destiny when the time counts. It's really helping them to make these plays.
Yeah. Now,
And-
they will get this Baron, absolutely, but it probably will cost them the bottom tower if they can't get
Oh,
that done.
Alistair, what are you doing, mate?
Oh.
He backs off. He tried to do something. There's a big wave in the bot lane. They can take care of that. But
Yeah.
Alistair, even though you have your ultimate, you're still not invincible. And he seems to have that mindset, and he keeps getting called out. He's 0, 6, and 7. He's been called out twice now. And he's really paying for those getting called out in the last 2 fights. So a bit bad luck there by Alistair.
Yeah. Looks like there was a couple of pings around the Baron area, so they probably want to get the vision up for that. Looks like a lot of the team of Nando's eSports are spread out here, whereas the Dragon has just popped. Team Destiny are in an area, just clean it up.
Yeah,
so it looks like
exactly.
it'll be uncontested, or if it is contested, it'll be a very late contention. So
Yeah, so they're going to pick up their 3rd Dragon here. Going to give him a bit of a
3
movement speed.
dragons.
Ari's really prancing around the map, and Lucian decides to stay around for a little bit. And
Oh,
this
nice.
is a very
Mega
delayed.
Gnar timing.
Ezreal's not in this fight. They could actually turn this around.
He's about to go Mega Gnar right in the middle of this. He's going to ult them. It's going to be smashing
he
Peter
just does
Morris
too
against
much
the wall.
damage.
The
They
frame
back
goes
off.
down. Mega Gnar picks up a kill. Nerf the manatees. Alistair
Double kill
going
for
down.
Gnar.
Ari just flanking around the side. They have a Baron buff. They're going to be able to get this inhibitor no problem.
This is definitely an inhibitor.
Oh, the
and
cocoon
Rek'Sai
at the
gets
charm.
caught out. He has to get out. Yeah, he gets out.
Oh, they're
safe.
diving for
Oh,
it. They
decide
want
to dive.
blood.
Fizz gets the
Elise gets
shutdown.
shut down. It's a bit of an overplay.
A nice death
It looks
sentence
like
by Al.
the tower
And
dive.
Fizz,
The
but-
turn
he
is so
decides the
terribly
Zhonya's.
wrong.
What
The
they gonna
Zhonya's
do?
is not going to
Oh,
be enough
he
to
gets
save
a- oh
him.
my goodness,
but it
this
will
is
be
an
enough to pick
ace
up a few more
for
kills.
Team Destiny. And there are 40-second death timers. They could definitely get this inhibitor. And they've really stepped up the one. It's 31 and 15 at 26 minutes.
GG's being called in by Peter Morris for the Wukong player, so they're going to take that inhibitor. They probably not going to be able to contest the rest of this.
They're pretty
It depends
low.
entirely.
They have to back off here.
Yeah, they're not actually going to stick around for that. So obviously they're not feeling as confident as Peter Morris would lead them to believe.
So, like I said in Champion Select, this actual team comp is really good, and they really negated Alistair's presence as the main initiator, and they're able to pick him off every team fight.
Yeah, and Wukong's follow-up initiation has just been shut down completely by this blue Ezreal build. It's really clever use of item builds in a good composition to shut down specific picks.
Exactly.
Loving it.
That's why you need a burst assassin. Like Fizz is good, but he needs to land that fish, and if he doesn't, then he becomes a little bit irrelevant. So the charms, the blue Ezreal, everything works, and Thresh has definitely been landing these death sentences, and it's making a big difference in these fights.
Yeah, well, because it's a mostly tanky team, this lineup here coming out of Nando's eSports, they're not in a position to really follow up on the damage amplification that the fish
Lucian,
brings.
you have to back off, mate. What are you doing? Oh, there we go. He gets out. Thresh might think about it. No. Oh, treading waters there. They're pretty much on the verge of death's door in this game, so they've got to
this
really
is-
play carefully.
Yeah, if they lose one fight, it's going to be game. They're going to have to win about 3 or 4 fights to get back into it. The gold lead's only 6k, but just the itemization and the composition seem to be working that way.
Exactly. And even though Rek'Sai is behind, he's still a very strong contender 1v1, and Nas forced to back off here. And a lot of free damage to Alistair. They're going to pick up this turret. Oh, no, Ezreal ultimate there just misses, and they're just pretty much telling him to back off from this tower, and they're going to pick it up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nah getting a 4-1 split push going in the top lane. So they're going to apply pressure here, pick up another tower, and Nah's probably going to be able to get this one in the top lane as well.
Yeah,
they're able
exactly.
to keep pressure up in all 3 lanes due to that inhibitor being down.
Yeah, so Nah able to split push perfectly. Nah, they should really get a ward down just in case something
All
happens
the
like
fish
this.
lands, the
The
Zhonya's
Zhonya's
blocks
pays
it
off.
out. There's going to be a huge amount of damage traded from both teams. Huge
wow.
fight going down here. Nerf the Manatee out of position.
Alistair
It's going to
activates
go
his ult
down.
too early. No
Mega
one has
Gnar
gone
using
down.
his bounce to get out
Health bars are
defensively.
bleeding red. and they're able to salvage that team fight.
Oh,
Luckily,
Israel's so bloodthirsty.
It
Wants
was.
to make sure they
And
can't
they're going
defend
to try
this
and pick
tower
up
at
this
all.
turret, but someone might die here. They're really thinking about it.
Yeah,
and
they are stowing
why
it.
do they
Understanding
stick
they're
around?
welcome.
This is the chance that
This
red
is
team
going to
won
be
it. This might be a
clean
cleanup.
sweep from Nando's eSports. Oh no, it looks like Aceco's still alive.
Oh my
eventually
goodness
goes
gracious.
down.
Now the chase begins. Can Rek'Sai track down Nah?
I'm not sure he can. Nah is one of the best people at kiting in the game.
A bit too eager there.
They absolutely stuck around way too long there. They were low health. They got the objective that they wanted. They should have just immediately have made the call to back out.
Exactly.
There was a moment where they went, maybe we can get the inhibitor, and that was never really on the cards. They should have been watching the death timers a little closer for that.
Yeah, exactly. And 3 people are up, and they pay for it with 4 kills. They give Red Team a bit of a chance to come back. But I think it's irrelevant at this point, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, we've got some very powerful items coming out here from Team Destiny. They have all the lane pressure that they could possibly want. Like, there's basically nothing that Nando's eSports can do to prevent Team Destiny from repeatedly applying this lane pressure.
Exactly.
They've got 2 inhibitor towers down and 1 inhibitor tower down, inhibitor itself down at the moment. If they keep up the pressure that they're applying, if they stick to the strats that they've obviously well practiced going into this matchup, then they will take this game. They just need to keep going.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd like to point out that Fizz can no longer ult Ari because Ari picked up Zhonya's. So the only way they're going to win these team fights is if Fizz can assassinate Ezreal. If he can't do that, they're going to slowly lose each team fight.
Yeah, if I was Destiny at this point, I would be sending 4 members top and 1 person mid to keep up the pressure on that inhibitor as it respawns.
Yeah.
And then all you need to do is bait out a fight, win that fight, take the Baron and close it out.
Yeah, exactly. And they're really dominating the
Cocoon's
vision
just
at the
missing.
moment.
Rek'Sai somehow managed to get double buff. I'm not sure where he must have picked that up off in a kill because he definitely hasn't been able to walk into his jungle quite recently.
Yeah,
he hasn't had a jungle for quite a long
Red
time.
Team is really nervous. They know Ezreal was in the top lane and he was farming CS. They had a chance for a 4v5 there, but they realized that if they even lose the 4v5, they might just lose the game. So they really have to take a chance here. If they're just going to stay back and farm, Ezreal's just going to keep getting stronger.
Yeah, looks like they're going for the 4th dragon of the game. The inhibitor will respawn just as this is done. And Nando's eSports not doing anything with their time. Looks like they might be planning for a counter Baron, but this is a very risky situation they're in. Nah is basically 1v1ing Lucian in this bot lane for the push.
Yeah, just trying to make anything happen, but at this point they're 14 kills down and 5k gold, so they really need to ace this team to have a chance.
Look at all the blue wards in the dragon area. That is a lot of vision in the one
So
spot.
they know that Wukong recall, they saw vision there in the top lane, so they're able to start this Baron, and with at least doing health percentage, it will fall very quickly.
Yeah, this Baron is just getting torn to shreds. They look like
The
they're going to try and
teleport
make
is
a play.
very late. This
The
is a free
teleport's
Baron.
coming in. They're going to try and smite
Baron
steal.
goes to Rek'Sai.
Gets the smite steal. He's going to go in. They're going to knock Thresh right into the middle.
This is really
He's gonna-
bad. Ezreal and Ari are still alive, but
Oh,
they
there's
really need to
3
do
kills
something.
have gone down already. Looks like Nando's eSports are cleaning
my
up
goodness,
here.
Ari,
Ari's kiting crazily.
Oh, why
She
did you
went
go back in, Ari?
She went
He
back
got
in
shut
with certain
down.
death. It's a 1v3 situation.
This is exactly what Red Team wanted. They actually baited the Baron out. The Baron pit of death, and it paid off.
Now they've got Baron. They've got all members of their team up. There's one person up that is
Ezreal's
in
going
no
to get
man's
picked
land.
up here. He has to recall, but he can't 1v1 this Lucian. He gets popped.
They've got both of their inhibitors are still up, or one of them is back up again, I should say. They've really got an opportunity to get some structures of their own.
Exactly, so they can definitely get this mid lane turret. They got the gold lead. They nearly evened up the gold after that team fight.
Yeah, if Thresh doesn't play this defense well, they could possibly get an inhibitor turret off it.
But
Looks like they're not going to try, though.
They have Baron. They can recall and reset the waves, so they're going to probably work on that. In terms of the fight of what actually happened, Rek'Sai went in, knocked up Elise, then smited Baron. So that was a really good job by Rek'Sai.
Yeah,
and
some very nice counter jungling mechanics right there. Lucian's picked up his Infinity Edge. It's now the gold lead has just gone back over to Nando's eSports, 900 gold.
And Lucian, he has a really big CS lead, and he picked up an unofficial quadra kill in the last fight. So he has definitely evened up that gap, and he's picked up his 4th item. He's pretty much on Ezreal's power besides a BS sword, but that doesn't really matter if you have a nice, big, tanky composition.
You know these fights just go on when you don't get credit for your quadra kill.
It's just all over the place.
Yeah, like just the fight just keeps going.
Now, blue team is on the defensive. Red team have a real good chance to win this game now. And they should really utilize this Baron.
If they take advantage of the Baron buff that they have, and they really go hard with all of their tanks, ignore the fact that towers are there, just go as hard as you possibly can, they really have an opportunity to swing this game on its head.
And I'd just like to point out, even though, very close, Fresh gets knocked out here.
He signed his own death sentence.
He decides,
the fish is down.
Picked up kill.
It's a dead Thresh.
And right now,
he's going to go in. Was that a flash pulverize? It was. Nerf the manatees.
The one problem playing with Ezreal is that he can't really deal well with tanks. And his blue build is really good for scaling mid to late game. But now Lucian's caught up, and he's picked up a QSS, so he'll be able to survive the Ahri, and they're at least really a lot better. And right now, red team's pushing down the bot lane, and blue team's really neglecting that.
Yeah,
and they're going to pick up this tower for free.
Huge amount of damage on this. They can almost take this uncontested, but it looks like
look at Rek'Sai. He's just flexing his muscles, and he
that was a very strange use of repel there. Wonder if he didn't realize.
They're all in the bot lane. Fizz will stay mid and pick up this turret as well. They're too focused on this Rek'Sai.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Now cannot 1v1 a Fizz at this point in the game. So they got to really decide what to do here.
Yeah, that's incredible. They went from being so far behind. They have to win several fights to get back into it. Well, they've done exactly that. And they've really used their map awareness is their greatest skill at the moment.
And now red team have the gold lead.
Rek'Sai's going very aggressive. He just used his ultimate to get onto this. He gets knocked into the wall under the tower. Oh, no, Sigma's in there. He's used the Zonyas with the fish. Is this going to be a double kill?
No, he gets shut down.
Shut down goes down.
Has to get out.
A massacre under this tower here.
See,
very aggressive Rek'Sai.
This is the problem with trying to kill a tank under a turret. It takes a little bit of time. And Elise and Ahri, they're really fast to get there. And Lucian's pushing the bot lane. And he's opting to 1v1 this Ezreal.
Oh, wow, he's
really
doing
trying
it
to kill him. Now has to get out there real quick, and he's forced to back off. But now we see that Ezreal is starting to fall off because he went blue Ezreal. And now he has a choice. He has to either pick up Bloodthirster or Triforce to get back in the game and try and sell one of his blue items.
Yeah, so very, very good for positioning, and the burst damage in the early game is very, very strong. But as other AD carries scale with attack speed and attack damage and crit rating, they're the ones that are going to be pumping out the damage. So Ezreal really needs to put his faith in his teammates that they're going to be able to do the damage in these team fights.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of pressure is going to be on Ahri now. She doesn't have a Void Staff, and right now red team are really magic resistant heavy built, and she won't be able to do the damage. Abyssal Scepter is not enough. Zhonya's is main for defensive. Luden's is okay, but she really needs that Void Staff, and now she's going for CDR at this point. She should have went to CDR very early. This is a very bad build path for Ahri, and it's starting to fall off, and Fizz is starting to scale.
I really think Team Destiny going all in on the 5 dragon strategy at this point. Like that's really what they're relying on. A teleport coming in here, very dangerous teleport.
So a bit of banter here, of course. Very nice banter. Obviously something happened, so maybe this dragon fight will tell us the tale.
Yeah, I think it might. This is a very dangerous positioning here. They're starting
really
up the dragon.
Out of position. Wukong's
going in. Knockups all around. They're completely immobilized. A huge amount of damage going down on the wall. And the line is turning
might
around.
Go down here. He gets picked up. The first kill goes to the blue team. This is a ultimate. 3-man ultimate into the wall. Lucian's trying to peel this. He's trying to do what he can. He's trying to do Wild Turtle. At least it's too strong. Ahri tries to peel back from Alistair. Alistair's trying to go in for the knockout, but it's Repticle. He's going to die after this. And it's going to be a team fight win. Ahri picks it up. Fizz picks it up. Fizz has to get out. Fizz, you have to buy time for your team.
Just getting out of there. That Fizz scraping away with
So, that team fight was amazing. Even though Fizz missed all his skill shots, they still came out on top.
He's really abandoning his own team there. That was just so much that went on. They managed to close the gold lead that they were slowly losing. It's much closer again. It's less than 1,000 gold.
Oh,
a huge minion wave.
At this rate, this is going to be a 50-plus minute game. This is going to be like a Gambit versus CLG in Season 2. We're going to see what happens in these last few team fights.
Please, Gambit and CLG never once got 38-29 kills on the board.
True. But
70k. The goal difference is starting to matter less and less, but it's staying pretty consistent. So
exactly, and because Red Team is able to come back in this, because they're able to build magic resist very much so, at least Ezreal and Ari scale off AP, and they have to force the start. There's no vision on this Baron. Now they've trinketed it, and it's a bit too late. Can Rek'Sai pull off another steal?
I don't believe he can, but
he doesn't get pulled. He might go in for this.
Oh, they're going aggressive on the people who have come to counter it.
Elise picks it up.
Elise picks up.
This is going to be
looks like Rek'Sai's caught in there.
Problem.
The Baron is going to go down with 3 kills.
This is it.
No,
this is the
2
chance.
kills,
Blue team, they've made mistakes. Now they can push the mid lane. They have 60 death timers.
They have
to
no
win now.
towers to help defend against this. This is just going to be numbers, and the numbers do not look like they're in Nando's eSports favor.
They have Baron. They have 5 versus 3. They should be able to end this. And Fizz is thinking about picking off someone, but there's no point. This looks like pretty much a good game for Blue Team if they pick up these inhibitors.
It's looking very conclusive at this point.
They're taking their time, though, there. They're taking their time to get there. They haven't cleared minions in the mid lane.
Oh, Sonya's there.
Death sentence. He's forced it. He's going to try and trickster out.
Double Sonya's there. Blade X are getting an auto attack
Very
down.
costly mistake there. And it looks like Blue Team is knocking on the door of the Red Team's Nexus.
Oh, they're
trying to defend it.
They were throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. They do not want to lose their Nexus turret.
They're knocking
One
on the
goes
towers.
down. We've got another shutdown coming. Mega Gnar goes down to Wukong. The last Nexus turret is going to go down. The minions are trying to get the damage out of the turret.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Numbers are still in their favor.
Oh, Nishi trying to do what he can. Ari gets shut
down. Comes through. That's their main damage straight going down. Peter Moss.
Oh,
the Wukong almost
got
a double kill
Rek'Sai's the last man standing. Can he do what he can? No, minions are knocking on the door. There's too many. Flash is like, no, please don't kill me. He gets killed. And right now Rek'Sai gives up. And that's a good game. Well played.
That was incredible. That game went forever. We're going to get into the next game as soon as we possibly can. If any of the players want a drink of water or food or something like that, talk to Scrub Phoenix. We'll see if we can organize. We'll quickly get the lobby for the next game up as soon as possible.